Good morning, Math 2A learners. Today you are going to be working on lesson 4, interviewing. So you'll want to go to your web page and go ahead and click on lesson 4. Now, my internet's a little slow, so I'm just going to pop over to my document. Now, once you have made a copy, you will have this document in front of you. It is interviewing. It will help you to prepare for interviews once you get out into the real work world. So our discussion prompts, remember, do not click on the blue button there. All it does is give you these two scenarios in which you need to provide a response for. So go ahead and take a few minutes to go ahead and answer those questions. Once you're finished with number 1, you'll move on to number 2. Number 2 is an article. It is an article that gives you the 10 best job interview tips for job seekers. And actually, I read this to you guys. I'll show you where that is in a moment, but this is really good information. This is probably an article that I would even save so that the next time I went to an interview, I would pull this up and take a look at it. Now, it is going to look like this once you open up the document, 10 best interview tips for job seekers. It is kind of, I don't say it's long, but it does have 10 good solid paragraphs that you'll need to read through. Now, I know that some of you like to have it read. So if you come back to our webpage, notice right here it says lesson 4, 10 best job interview tips, audio recording of reading. So I did read it. It does take about 10 minutes to listen to it. So you can have the document pulled up. You can press play here and I will read the document to you. I do suggest that you pause and think about each of the sections that I have read to you. Now, once you're done with that, you will come back here and you'll answer these 2 questions. The third step is another article in which you are going to read on how to dress for an interview. Now, notice it says read the article, view the image, and then describe what you would wear to your next interview. You can either draw it or write it, but you must label or explain at least 5 elements of your wardrobe. So what are 5 things that you are going to wear to your next interview? Now, I will go ahead and read this, how to dress for an interview by industry, and I will add that recording to the web page. So by the time you get this paper, the recording will be there. In number 4, you'll need to watch a video and analyze a first interview. In that video, you'll watch a job seeker go through an interview with commentators analyzing his performance throughout. So someone's going to be telling you what he's doing well and what he's not doing well. After watching the video, list 3 good choices that Mark makes during the interview and explain why each helps his chances during the interview. So as you're watching, look for 3 things that he does well and why is it important that he does those. Then you'll come back and add your information here. Now, number 5 is another article. It's 4 things you need to do after an interview. So once you interview, you're not done. There are steps that you need to take after you've finished your interview. So you'll read this article and construct a timeline of what you should do from the moment the interview ends to about 2 weeks afterwards. So they're going to give you 4 things to do. And I want you to think about when do you do those 4 things? And you can just label them for me. I would do this. I would do second. This is what I would do third. And this is what I would do fourth. Make sure you put all your information here. Now, this one is a shorter article, so I will have you read that one on your own. Now, number 6 is the biggest activity for here. And this is actually going to be part of your career portfolio towards the end. Once you click on this, you will come to a interview challenge. I have, this was actually over 30 questions. I pulled it down to 20. These are types of questions that people who are conducting interviews will ask you. Now, I don't want you to answer all 20 to begin with. I want you to find 10 that you feel comfortable answering at this point. So I don't need complete sentences. You can just give me bullet forms. So like right here, when it said, what is your greatest strength? Pull up your strengths survey that we did at the beginning. Remember, I told you we would use that. And you can type in, what are your top 3 strengths? And then here, what is your greatest weakness? Go to that strength survey and look at the 3 things that are listed last. Those would be your weaknesses. So use those documents to help you answer some of these questions. Now remember, there are 20 here, and today I only need you to work on 10 of them. We will come back and work on this some more. Once you're done with those, then you're going to be coming back to the article. Exit ticket, remember, don't click on the blue here for the exit ticket. Go ahead and just answer the 3 responses here. If there are questions, make sure that you ask me. This is a 2-day activity, so you should get through about number 3 or 4 today, and then work on 5, 6, 7 tomorrow. If you have questions, just let me know.